What's the real end game? What's this alliance with Saudi Arabia and Wahhabist Islam? Where do you think this goes?
The alliance with Wahhabism is really least.
Your Skype broke up, my friend. Start back over. You said the alliance with Wahhabi Islam. Please continue. This is important. Let's reconnect with Wayne Madsen. His Skype just shut down. We're going to reconnect with him right now. Again, this is paramount, folks, because they haven't brought 5 million people. And that's the best numbers we've got. It's about 5 million in the last 3 years. It was a couple 100,000 the first year, over 1 million the next, over 1 million the next, and then upwards of 2 million. I mean, over the next 2 years or more, it's probably more than 5 million. And they would always say, we brought 100,000. And we go, true numbers this year in Germany, 1 million. It's like, whoa. Sweden say, we brought in 100,000, the same script. It turned out to be like, 500,000. France would be like, oh, we brought in 100,000. It turned out to be over 1 million. I mean, it is big. And man, these folks are wound up. They feel like they run things. They're getting aggressive. And then they're blocking nationalist elections that would just control their borders. And the EU saying €250,000 fines if you don't take whoever they say, and they're not vetting them, they're letting them in with TB. I covered that last hour in the news, mainstream news. They have TB, they test them, and then bring them in and put them on the street. I mean, this is like military sabotage of America. Wayne, your Skype broke up. Please continue, sir.
Yeah, maybe that little NSA man-in-the-middle operation going on there. But it's clear that the Wahhabist alliance has been a problematic one for the United States over the years. And these people are exporters of jihadism. Now, I've been to Iran, and the Shias are much more moderate and much more accepting of other Islamic sects and other religions than are the Wahhabists. There are people in Tehran who practice Christianity
and Judaism
and Zoroastrianism, and there's no problem. But you can't do that in Saudi Arabia. So I don't understand what Obama's deal is with people like the Saudi royal family and people and Sunni neo-Ottomanists like Erdogan of Turkey. It makes no sense unless when Obama as a young boy did pray to Mecca in the Sunni madrasa in Jakarta, which I stood in and saw where he faced Mecca with the other students. And maybe John Brennan, as CIA director, really did convert to Wahhabism. Maybe that explains why we have this policy, because nothing else makes sense. Supporting these jihadists in Syria with weapons and sending the CENTCOM commander over to Syria to talk to these characters, when in fact the Russians have been pleading with us to help them bomb the people. They say, let's jointly do air attacks on them, and the U.S. says, oh, no, we can't do that. We'll be bombing our own people. We just had the head of one of these jihadist groups in Syria visit Washington, D.C.
Stay there, Wayne. Come back. You'll have the floor. This is important. Russia isn't perfect, folks, but it won't join the globalists in suiciding its people. I mean, that's what it comes down to. The globalists are suiciding civilization. I want to ask Wayne Madsen from his historical research. It seems like there really is something out to get Christians. Not only the big establishment mega churches in their fantasy land, government-run 501c3, but I mean all over the world, just nonviolent, all over the world Christians, groups just sitting there, and they just get exterminated no matter where they are. The UN, our government seems to side against them. The Pope is like the anti-Christian. There's a word for that. It's called anti-Christ. When you're anti-Christian, Christian Christ, anti-Christ. I say he's an anti-Christ spirit. I mean, even if you're an atheist, he is his bent is anti-Christian now. We're going to go there in just a moment with Wayne Madsen on WayneMadsenReport.com, writes for Infowars.com. Proud to have him. Before I go any further, we sell nutraceuticals like DNA Force and X2 and our new vitamin mineral fusion amino acid powder that really is, from our research, the best high quality, organic, concentrated, fruit punch flavored way to actually absorb a multivitamin mineral system. That's available, InfoWarsStore.com, InfoWarsLife.com is the subsection. You should really try it. You should give it to your children. If you don't take X2, most people are iodine deficient. It's just not in the soil. It's not in the food anymore. It's tainted in the ocean. It's not pure. You can't absorb it as well. Just like there's vitamin B12 absorption problems. That's even in the New York Times now. That headline: gut flora not allowing the absorption of vitamin B12 linked to massive IQ reduction, linked to Alzheimer's, linked to depression, linked to schizophrenia. Because of what's going on in our guts with all the pesticides and Roundup, it's not absorbing it. You got to go methylcobalamin and things under the tongue. Or you got to do it liquid so there's more of an absorption to maximize your absorption. So our food's so dead. McDonald's hamburgers don't rot, folks, under a Petri dish, but other food does. Other hamburgers do. I mean, that's just an example of how dead the food is we've been eating for a while. Survival Shield X2 is such a game changer that we're offering 20% off until the end of the month or while supplies last. And it looks like more's not coming in to the middle of next month. And at current sales rates with this special, it'll probably sell out by the weekend. And I don't want to sell out. I'm going to keep some back at the regular price and hope that lasts, into next month. But I want to introduce you to it. So at 20% off, it's an amazing deal at $23. And I'm talking a couple drops in water, a couple drops under the tongue. This is pure iodine. It's not garbage bound to a bunch of stuff, so it doesn't taste like rocket fuel in your mouth. People are like, put iodine in your mouth? No, don't look at the stuff at the Walgreens and eat it, okay? Leave a hole in your stomach. This is the real, high-quality, vetted stuff. Because halogen is powerful. This is the good halogen. This isn't a game. This is like, in the same family, but the good one of fluoride. And then it blocks the fluoride, the other bad halogens. It goes into your glands. They get happy. They get full of it instead of sucking in the bad stuff that they will suck in if they can't get iodine. So it's made me lose so much weight. I've been so much healthier. Libido, energy, my skin. I remember a group 3 years ago when we had the prototype. He goes, watch, your skin's going to get healthier. You're going to tan better. You're going to be, and it was just like, whoa. Hair grows better. Fingernails. It's just amazing. InfoWarsLife.com. Check it out for yourself. Experience it. Read the 5-star reviews. InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139. Brain Force is excellent as well. 10% off on anybody that signs up for auto ship at InfoWarsStore.com. And you get free shipping on orders of $50 or more, so take advantage of that. And finally, we're going to send out on the InfoWars newsletter one more time the promo code today. If you haven't gone and signed up for the free newsletter, that we send you videos, exclusive articles. With all the censorship going on, we need email, because even if they do the internet kill switch during crises, we'll still be able to send emails out, our experts believe. So we need to have contact with you, obviously, to spread the word, for marketing purposes, for, to fund the operation, everything. It's important, something I never really pushed. A lot of folks are signing up. 50% off on the Hillary for President t-shirt and the Come and Take It t-shirts. And at $9.95, you cannot beat that deal. It's basically a lost leader, but I just want to spread the word about Hillary for President, and it's so exciting. So we're doing that 4-point star reviews. InfoWarsStore.com is the umbrella site. InfoWarsLife.com is the sub-site. Also, when you're out there, go to WayneMadsenReport.com and read his books. Read his ebooks. They're really it's excellent material, and support our local AM and FM affiliates. Become sponsors. Support the sponsors. Send the station $100. Spread the word. Put a billboard up on the side of your barn. If people with money or a little bit of means don't take action and get in the game and see yourself as a warrior for liberty, we're going to lose. But we're at a tipping point. There's huge global populism awakening. They call it racism. They call it hateful. They call it nationalism, evil. That's just pure bull. Or it's an attempt to skew it and actually turn it into that, so that folks that aren't, quote, white or whatever, or from the West won't want free market. It's really a masterly branding job. I want to go to calls, but I want to give Wayne the floor here for about 5, 6, 7 minutes to get back into this jihad, this Wahhabist-funded situation, where you think it's going. You masterfully laid out the infiltration, their funding of our leaders, that they may be converting to it. They may have, look, this is 1.5 billion people. It's taken over Islam. It's the dominant form of Islam. Let's just double cross. If we want to be authoritarian, the globalists want that. Why not just go with Islam? Because there's kind of competing. Socialism, communism is authoritarian, kind of fascist models, but it seems like the left's one of the dominant groups of control, authoritarian left. Seems like it really, like there's a courtship process. It looks like they might have gotten married. They might be having babies. They might be shacked up here. There might be wedding bells here. Maybe they already happened. Wayne Madsen.
Well, what's really troubling about this visit of this Mr. Al-Nahas of the group Arar al-Sham in Syria. Now, they're allied with al-Qaeda, and he was just allowed into the United States. He visited Washington to have talks. I can remember when we banned Cat Stevens, who became a Muslim, from entering the United States. But I guess it's okay if you're a terrorist, you can come here now. But this Nahas and his group had just massacred 19 Alawites in Syria. And that's the same religious group that the Assad family are members of. And they're linked to Shia Islam, the governing religion of predominant religion in Iran. So why are we having al-Qaeda affiliate leaders visit Washington? At the same time, Obama says he's going to veto this bill in Congress to open up the 28 pages about Saudi support for the 9/11 attacks. It passed unanimously in the Senate, and Obama says he's going to veto it. Well, why? Because if you read that report, you're going to realize not only were there high-ranking Saudis involved in financing the 9/11 attack, but that some of these people have very strong ties to some of our top political leaders.
Let me just be clear to interrupt for just a moment. Pope Francis met with the top Sunni imam in the world, they're saying. That is Muslim Brotherhood, head guy. Absolutely, it's confirmed that these people overthrew the Egyptian government, you name it. And the Pope is meeting with him. I mean, the headline could be, Pope meets with the head of al-Qaeda. I mean, is that a fair statement?
Yeah, well, I mean, you look at Egypt, and it gets back to Soros, of course. Soros helped to fund the Arab Spring that brought down the Mubarak government, and then we got the Muslim Brotherhood, and now there's a general in charge. When Obama said he was going to make this outreach to the Islamic world, he actually should have been truthful and said, I'm going to destabilize the Islamic world. And that's exactly what he and Hillary Clinton... And
then allow the total radicals to take control. Well, look, Hitler allied with the Sunnis. The last time it happened before that, Napoleon did it in his last round, claimed he converted. So there's really a precedent for this, isn't there, in history, Wayne?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the idea, too, is that not only a clash of civilizations is brought on, but what they're doing is actually it's a strategy of tensions. And what's happening in Europe now is just keeping the strategy of tensions going. With that, you can't walk down the street. Apparently, the Sharia law is now being imposed in certain parts of Germany, including areas close to the Ramstein U.S. Air Base. So
this is actually happening. So let me just stop here. You're a guy I really trust. A lot of other experts are saying this. You've never been some Islamophobe. You were against all these wars. You said it was to destabilize it. Now we see the double cross, though. It looks like they're actually going to wed Christendom with it under, politically correct control with Islam, and it looks like make that the new dominant overwrite of Europe and basically merge those two and take over the planet together? Or will there be another double cross against Islam after this? What's your gut tell you?
Well, looking back at, this book I'm writing about the CIA's been involved in creating crazy religions and hybrids for years. The People's Temple in Jonestown was a CIA operation.
The Moonies.
Scientology, the Moonies, they were all CIA functions to create, basically, it's mind control operations. As MK Ultra never left us, it still is with us. It's gotten more nuanced. It's gotten more high tech, if you will. And so any kind of, this ecumenicalism is fine. For the Pope to be meeting Muslim leaders and
sure, but it's not about merging them and getting rid of our religion.
Yeah. Hybrid religions. You mentioned the mega churches. That's another scam.
Those are admittedly CIA run.
Absolutely, many of them are very close to the CIA. Because
believe me, I know.
Big bucks. The family, the fellowship that Hillary's a member of.
Hey, man, I've had them. I'm going to do a report on this down the road. I've had one of the mega churches make a run at me. I mean, these people are hardcore. They're on power trips, too, man. They think because they got little CIA badges and stuff, they can do whatever they want. You got
one down in Houston that's run by Joel Osteen. I mean, that guy's so his flock is so involved with the elites of Houston, it's not funny. And yeah, the